I'd like to announce that the St. Clair Street Senior Center was the winner for the Tennessee Federation on Aging Innovation Award for 2017. Myself and our staff, Dee Brown and Laura Grissom, attended the TFA conference in Pigeon Forge just a few weeks ago, back in November, and were the recipient of the Tennessee Federation Award. The award was given to us as we were nominated for 4 reasons. One, we had a city and senior center partnership with receiving the funds to be able to do the renovation here at St. Clair. Also, the second one is that we changed our programming here at St. Clair. Most of you might recognize that over the last few months since we reopened, just a little bit of change in how we lay out our programs, how we're focusing on physical fitness and education, of course always recreation, and more of our social services programs. The third was that we've had an increase in membership here at the Senior Center. You know, we've had a little over 867 new participants that have joined the Senior Center since we reopened in July. And so those combination of numbers and redoing our program, funding, and then also for us is partnerships. During our renovation, we couldn't have done that for 9 months without partnerships all over the city of Murfreesboro. We were at the Linebaugh Library doing taxes, Patterson Park Community Center, and a shout goes out to Russell and his team for letting us come in and do programs 3 days a week there at Patterson Park. We also were at a couple of churches. We were at the Methodist Church for our ADS program that was hosted there for a little over 7 months for our ADS clients. So those partnerships meant a lot. It also helped to accumulate all of the award nominations for us to win this year. It was very exciting. To win amongst your peers is always an exciting part. To also take our senior center to that next level is a very exciting part for us and our staff here at St. Clair. The award was given out at a luncheon ceremony, and we were able to go up and receive that award from the president of the Tennessee Federation, and also Jim Schulman, the Tennessee Association of Commission on Aging chairman. Get his title correct. So it was, you know, it was a good thing. It was a good day for us. It was fun for us to get away from the office a little bit and be at the conference amongst our peers. And we just wanted to say thank you to all the folks in Rutherford County and Murfreesboro for coming out and seeing us at St. Clair and visiting our new programs, seeing our new renovated facility, and enjoying in combination our Innovation Award for 2017. So St. Clair Street Senior Center, when you're starting to look across the state of Tennessee, our facility is about 29,000 square feet, so it makes us one of the largest senior centers in the state. We also have one of the largest staffs in the state, which, you know, helps us into bringing all the programs that we're able to bring forth here at the center. In combination, when you're looking at senior centers, we have what we consider more rural senior centers, and typically a smaller setting where they have one director, maybe a couple of staff. Where we here at St. Clair, of course, we have our director and we have right at 17 other staff, whether it be full-time, right at 10 full-time staff, and then the others are part-time staff, our drivers, some of our volunteer coordinator, our nurse on duty, our caregiver coordinator, all of our part-time staff. So we're very fortunate here in Rutherford County and Murfreesboro to have a staff and a center of this size. 29,000 square feet. Some of our senior centers are not much bigger than this room, and they provide all of their services out of that one space. So when I go to conferences, I think of Connie Harper, and she's over in Lake County, all the way at the far end of the state going west, and she has an average of 32 seniors a day, and that is almost a maximum for her center. But here, in a large metropolitan area, we have right at 9,000 seniors. We have over 3,500 of them that come on what we consider a regular basis. And we have about 200 to 250 folks that come to our center every day. So in combination, you know, it's exciting to be the director of one of the largest centers in the state. We just recently had a visit from some folks over near Knoxville that are looking at opening a new senior center in Oak Ridge. And so we were able to bring some of their folks from their city council, their potential new director from that area to come down and kind of do a tour of the center, let them talk to our staff, myself, talk about how funding and programming activities get planned here. So, you know, we're always open to share our fortune here at the Senior Center with those senior centers that maybe don't have as much as we do, but always strive to kind of have the best quality programs out there. It's a real exciting time in aging. A lot of the programs that we present are based on a combination of, you know, wanting to keep seniors physically fit, because when they're physically fit, they're able to stay home longer and enjoy their life as long as possible. Also to provide them with some education tools so that they know some of the programs that are going on out of their community. They can stay connected, feel like they're gaining more knowledge as they age, and then of course have a little bit of fun while we're doing it. That's what we're here. That's what, you know, most of the folks when you retire, that's what you want to do. So being able to be the director and have a staff that are putting on the programs that we put on here on a daily basis is a really exciting part of being the director. So I get asked all the time, who comes to St. Clair Street Senior Center? So first of all, you got to be 60. Once you're 60 plus, you can come to the Senior Center at no charge, no fee for being a participant here at St. Clair. And as I was looking through our data, this is some of the information that I can give you about our participants. One is, of course, most people will think we have more men than women, so it is about a 68% women ratio to the 32% men here at St. Clair. The other thing that we see within our data is that our largest group of seniors are age 70 to 80. Coming in a close second to that group is from 65 to 70. Those three age groups kind of right in that area kind of round out about 3,700 seniors that come to the Senior Center. So a large population come out for our activities that we present here and for our physical fitness, education, recreation programs that we present. Something else that always catches my eye on this is how often do they come to the center? The average senior for us comes to the center at least 4 times a month. That could be coming in to talk to a staff person about a concern or something that's going on with them, coming in for an education program, maybe coming to a dance, and then maybe coming back to join a fun activity that they would like to learn or do. So that's kind of an average for our seniors. They don't come absolutely every day, but the majority of our seniors come to 3 to 4 times a month. Something else that is pretty neat when I'm kind of looking through all of our data and everything is that we have a lot of our families that are still married, and they both come as a husband and wife team. They may not go to the same programs, but we do have a lot of couples that attend our center, and they come in to maybe take line dancing classes together, or they'll go, one will go down and play in the billiards room while the other one's taking an education class. So just some fun tips about what we do here at St. Clair, and by the numbers, what we do. We hope that you're out there and you're saying, hey, the St. Clair Street Senior Center may have some programs that are just right up my alley. We've added a lot of new programs that we hope you come out and to attend, and maybe you'll be in my statistic data next year. Let's talk about some of our successful programs. I feel that we have an outstanding staff, but a couple of shout outs that we have to give is to Laura Grissom, Zachary Harrison with our Go for Life program. This is a program that we featured here a couple of times in the past, but it is what we consider the basic program for physical fitness. So if the doctor has just now told you you got to exercise, or he's been telling you that numerous times and you've just now finally listened and said, I'm going to start an exercise program, this is the program for you. It can begin with sitting in a chair. It goes at your pace. It gives you some slow, measured things in a group atmosphere that you can kind of complete. And the biggest thing of all, it helps to build muscle, strength, balance. So again, shout out to the Go for Life folks. We appreciate them coming in and taking that program, and to those staff that do a wonderful job presenting that program 3 days a week here at St. Clair. One more of an evidence-based program goes out to Dee Brown, our caregiver specialist, and also Cindy Thomas, our caregiver support coordinator. They're doing a program that's called Powerful Tools for the Caregiver. Right now in the U.S., many folks are being faced and put in the position of caring for their older adult family members, moms and dads, and it is a struggle. How you deal with the stress, how do you continue to work and face day-to-day daunting things with getting family back and forth to the doctor, caring for them and making sure that they can remain at home, as most of them want to do. So this program goes through about 6 to 7 weeks of teaching individuals how to go through that process. So I'll give it a shout out to that wonderful team, Dee Brown and Cindy Thomas. This is a program that we not only can do here in St. Clair, but if you're out there in the community and like for us to do that program within your program, give us a call here at St. Clair. So how do we come up with all the programs that we put into our newsletter every quarter? One of the things that's very fascinating that we present to our commission on a yearly basis of all the programs that we have kind of tucked away in our mind that we would like to roll out. This year we had 104 programming ideas that we kind of assigned to both of our programming staff. We kind of split it down the middle. Each of them had 52 programs that we were hoping to present throughout the year. Of course, our year goes from June to July, but for us, when we get here at the midpoint, right at the end of the year, we kind of look to see, are we halfway there? Are we presenting the programs that our seniors are asking for, or we feel like the community needs? It's a really fun thing to sit back sometimes and be in the mind's eye of how our staff come up with these. Sometimes, they're looking at some of the certain goals that we're looking for. It could be, our physical fitness goals. What type of physical fitness classes can we come up with? Just to kind of tell you some of the upcoming physical fitness classes we have a Walk with Ease class. Again, this is another program, talks about the, very easiest form of exercise that a senior can have. And it shows you how to go through the process of actually doing a walking class. This is done with our nurse, Laura Grissom, and Cindy Thomas. They talk about the exercise classes and stretching and all the other programs that we have throughout the center in this class. So Walk with Ease is something that's coming up in the upcoming months that you might want to check out. Another program, and this is not for the faint of heart, this is our new belly dancing classes. So everybody questions me, why would you present a belly dancing class? It's good for the core. We're not the first senior center to be presenting these classes. In fact, I get several awards are giving out to centers across the nation that are doing these classes. It's a really good, fun, musically inclined class. Again, it works on the core. That's an area that a lot of our seniors say they need work on, so we try to make it fun. But it's a physical fitness class. We want you to come in. If you've always thought about taking that class or you just want to come and check it out, you can come and check it out here at St. Clair. And some of the other things that might interest you about our programs is education. We put a lot of focus on presenting some of the best education programs that I feel out for seniors in the area. One of those programs this upcoming year is the Senior Learning Network. We've talked about this program before, but this is where we bring technology and seniors together and actually travel together so that our seniors, whether they can or cannot, can actually visit museums, facilities, NASA. We can go to Hawaii, we can go to Alaska, we can look at all these different places that you might not be able to go to by vehicle or fly, but you can actually come to our center and sit in on some of those education programs. I think in January we have the Eleanor Roosevelt story is going to be presented by the Eleanor Roosevelt Museum. And then in February we're also going to be looking at the desegregation of the Army and how women played a big role in that in February. So we want you to come out for those programs. They're going to be back on our calendar starting the first of the year, and I think that'll be something that you might enjoy. So I want to go over some of our policies for the winter and some of our programs that we're presenting during this time. One is just to let you know about our closing policy. If the City of Murfreesboro schools are closed, St. Clair Street Senior Center will be closed for inclement weather. This policy is based on really just trying to make sure that folks are off the road so they can get the roads clean and ready to go for folks to get around. And in that case, let's keep the seniors at home as much as possible. And so we hope that you understand that if the city schools are closed, St. Clair is closed. Some of the other programs that we offer during the winter is one, the Telephone Reassurance Winter Program. This program is set up through Dee Brown, our social services coordinator. If you're interested, maybe you're at home alone, you don't have a lot of friends and family around you, and you would like for someone to check on you when the weather gets really freezing, there's ice out, typically during our closed times, and you really think that somebody needs to check on you during that time because you might not have that family assistance. You can call us at St. Clair. We can set you up with either one of our staff or volunteers that will call and check on you during this time. If for some reason you need something, or say your electricity has gone out, we can help you in making sure you've got that fully reported to the correct authorities. We can also make sure that if for some reason that there's food not within the house, then we can connect you with the programs that we have that are out there to assist you with food during those times. It's a very simple process. All you do is call St. Clair, ask for Dee Brown, our social services coordinator. She's going to ask you a few questions about how we can set that plan up and what your emergency plan is, and then we will help you during that time of need and make sure you don't have to be on it all year long, maybe just for the few winter months that it's too cold or too bad for you to be out. And for all things, we ask you, don't go to the mailbox during those winter slick days. The mail can always wait, your health can't. So that is one of those things that we try to tell folks, that during this time, it doesn't matter if the mail is still in the mailbox for a couple of days, falling, hurting yourself is just not worth the risk. So use those kind of helpful hints. If you're interested in that telephone reassurance program, call us here at St. Clair. Always remember, we're closed if the Murfreesboro City schools are closed, and that'll make us have a really safe and get through these winter months as easily as possible. So one of the things that the Senior Center is always known for is that we partner with AARP for tax season coming up, starting in February, running through April. But we want you to know, starting in January, about mid-January, we'll start taking appointments. We have our tax program is run here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We have folks that are trained to help you process your taxes here on site. You can call about mid-January and come in, get you an appointment set up. We train about 7 to 8 folks that help on a daily basis in presenting those taxes. Last year we performed close to 900 seniors tax refund programs, and it put a lot of funds back into seniors' pocket. Now, there are some qualifications. This is not for our seniors that have multiple homes or rental property, anything like that. But if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about our tax program, check it out in our newsletter or give us a call here at St. Clair.
Wednesday, January 17th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Meet the Rep. Murfreesboro Water Department, Robert Haley. Robert's specialty is the Murfreesboro Stormwater Project. Stormwater is water runoff after a rain that runs into local streams and rivers. The city is partnering with MTSU to set up a program to protect this water from pollutants. Robert will be explaining the program to us and letting us know how we can help. Thursday, January 18th, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Health Break, Mental Health. Dr. Andrew Pierce, a psychiatrist from Trust Point Hospital, will be speaking about depression, grief, loss, and the difficulty in adjusting to situations at this stage of life. Friday, January 19th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Senior Learning Network, Eleanor Roosevelt. Learn how influential this famous First Lady really was in this webinar from the Senior Learning Network. Tuesday, February 6th, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Health Break, Vestibular, Inner Ear. We will discuss the components of the balance system, including the vestibular system and the role it plays in balance, as well as information on vertigo, including therapeutic interventions that address issues related to dizziness and balance. Do this, not that. All things electric. Murfreesboro Electric will give information that could save your life. You don't want to miss this presentation. Electricity is our friend, but it can also be very dangerous. What should you do if the power goes out? What should you not do if the power goes out? Monday, February 12th, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. In the Garden, what is new for 2018? Find out what wonderful plants are new for 2018 with Master Garden Emeritus Jack Smith. Friday, February 16th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lunch and learn the role of rehab. Your hospital stay is about to end. Now what? Life Care Center of Hickory Woods gives an informational seminar about rehab, insurance, and the other things that you should know before your hospital stay. Join us to learn the options available. Lunch will be provided with this educational seminar. You must sign up to get a lunch. Wednesday, February 21st, 10 a.m. Senior Learning Network, Island of Integration, the Desegregation of the U.S. Army. As our nation fought abroad in World War II, the stirring of another fight was beginning at home. Follow the journey of African American men and women as desegregation begins in the U.S. Army. Witness history being made at home and abroad by examining original photographs, documents, newspapers, and artifacts, brought to us by the Senior Learning Network and the U.S. Army Women's Museum. Wednesday, February 28th, 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Health Break, Opioid Addiction. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, every day 140 Americans die from drug overdoses, 91 specifically due to opioids. In 2015, more than 52,000 Americans died from opioid overdoses, and preliminary numbers indicate that at least 64,000 died in 2016. If you have been touched by the opioid addiction crisis or just want to learn more about it, sign up for this health break.
So we want to thank you for joining us for Life After 60. We appreciate that if you want to come out to the Senior Center, just come join us anytime for a tour of our facility here at 325 St. Clair Street. We'll be glad to give you a one-on-one walkthrough of the facility to see if you'd like to join our programs. I want to again say thank you for receiving the 2017 Innovation Award from the Tennessee Federation on Aging. We look forward to a very prosperous new year for 2018. Join us here at St. Clair. St. Clair Street is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. We have new hours on Saturday from 10 to 2 and added additional programming that we hope that you will enjoy. Just come out on Saturdays from 10 to 2 and join in on our programming.